Hello and welcome to this video on how to complete the pre-test and post-test analysis for a class. First thing you're going to do is you're going to have this template sent to you. You need to change what's in red here. Okay, so up here we're going to put the course. So let's just say this is English 112 section 99. If we don't want that to be red, we simply highlight that, go over here, change that to automatic. Okay, so this is clearly stating this is the pre-test, post-test for this course. All right, so that's the first thing we're going to do. The next thing we're going to do is put the people's names in here. Now, how do you do that? Well, there's a really easy way to do that. What I'm going to do is I have already downloaded the attendance for this class, so I'm going to pull up that spreadsheet. Now notice that I've actually put in false names here, but this is the attendance from this same course. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight the names of the students, and I'm going to right click and hit copy. Then I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to right click again and hit paste, and it's put their names in. Okay, the next thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and put in their pre-test and their post-test scores. Now, please note, before we get any further, for this document, if you scroll down here, this list includes only those who took both the pre-test and the post-test. So if you have, let's say, person GGG did not take the pre-test, but they took the post-test, you would not include this on the list because that does not give us accurate data. We only need to see those who took both the pre-test and the post-test. However, you will note at the bottom how many students didn't take either the pre-test or the post-test or both. So in this case, down here, let's say there were 4 students. Okay, so we're going to include that. So there are 4 students, and those 4 students would not be listed here because we're only listing the students who took the pre-test and the post-test. Okay, so that's the first step. So, and if you want to just delete, let's say, so GGG here, the easiest way to get rid of this whole line is you just kind of click on here. Actually, let's click on the 7 here, and then we're going to right click, and we're going to hit delete, and it just moved the whole thing up. What? See that? Okay, didn't affect anything else. Okay, so that is how you would go through and populate the list. Then you actually have to go in and put in the scores. Now, for that one, I've actually done a different sheet to kind of show you something else. So this is, where is it? This is one where I put in scores. Okay, now again, I can put their names in. Where did I do that? Here. So just so you can kind of see this, how this is going to work. Okay, so let's say that this is my my list, and these are the students who have taken both the pre-test and the post-test. Okay, there's their pre-test scores, there's their post-test scores, and then it'll show you how well they've done. So like person BBB, they scored a 50 on the pre-test and a 75 on the post-test, so they increased by 25%. Whereas person, let's say WWW, they scored an 80 on the pre-test, and they must have not paid attention during the post-test, and they actually went down. Okay, now this is not quite done yet because you'll notice that we have several of these extra blanks. I made this extra long because some courses have a lot of students in it. However, this is not an accurate reflection because we have all these zeros here. Okay, the easiest way to do this is just get rid of, that's a 0 because they scored the same on the pre-test and the post-test. But any cells that don't have a pre-test or post-test, I'm just going to highlight them, and if I hit the delete button, actually, let's see if I can right click and hit delete. Nah, we don't want to do that. We're just going to hit the delete button. Womp. Okay, and that will actually do it. So this is going to calculate right here. This is going to calculate the actual percentage. So we saw that overall in this class, the students improved by 12%. From taking the pre-test and the post-test. But if you keep those zeros in there, it actually calculates all these zeros in that. So we need to make sure we get rid of those zeros, okay? And then again, also make sure you list how many students did not take either the pre-test or the post-test. If it was 0, if let's say everyone did it, then you say 0, okay? So that is how you would do that. And you would do that, again, for every class. Make sure you change the name here, put in their names here, pretest, post-test, and then you get rid of any extra zeros over here. And that's how you do the pretest, post-test analysis template form. Yay!